Hi and welcome back to my channel. Let's talk fall 2022 fashion trends. This is a really fun time to be getting dressed and thinking about fashion because there are a ton of aesthetics to choose from the weird girl aesthetic to the clean girl aesthetic to dopamine dressing, maximalist fashion, cottage core, ballet core. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And part of the personal style journey is figuring out what aspects of each of these aesthetics we like and applying them to our own wardrobe. So in this video, I'll be sharing some of my personal favorites of the fall fashion trends, as well as the items I've thrifted and the outfits I've put together to kind of encapsulate what these aesthetics represent. One of my favorite aspects of fall fashion is layering, and I think it's a lot of people's favorites because it's just a cool way to kind of incorporate more than one item and put together fun combinations. One fall fashion trend that I'm really enjoying is incorporating kind of the menswear style into more girly feminine outfits. So for tops, this includes button-down shirts with ties, oversized dress shirts like the one I'm wearing. In pants, we see these with straight leg or white leg and barrel leg pants. For shoes, we see these in the popularization of loafers. So let me show you a few items that I've thrifted that kind of encapsulate what I think menswear represents. So one aspect of menswear that I really enjoy is wearing ties. So I have this gray striped one, a blue kind of zigzag pattern, a turquoise floral one, and a brown and beige kind of patterned one from the 80s. What's fun about thrifting ties is that they're super affordable and often you can get them in silk, which is typically a more expensive fabric, but here you can buy some for even under $1 and then find a bunch of different colors and incorporate them into your outfits. So here are a few outfits that I've worn with ties. I think it's really fun, and I also like to then accessorize kind of dainty feminine earrings or bracelets or necklaces on top. A closet staple of menswear attire is obviously blazers, so that you can kind of mimic a suit. Oversized blazers are very easy to find at thrift stores, especially in the men's section. So this is one from the 60s. It has a brown and red micro plaid pattern with some shoulder pads and 3 buttons across the front. I also have this blazer that's actually secondhand Sheen from the thrift store, and it's in this really like soft fabric. It has a larger plaid pattern with more beige tones, which is good to have a bit of both so you can use them in different combinations. I've always loved wearing loafers, so I'm really happy that they've become popular again because they're super comfortable, they're easy to dress up or dress down. So let me show you some of my favorites from my own wardrobe. I have these brown patent chunky loafers. These are from the store Call It Spring, and they're great for fall and even for winter because they have a really chunky sole. I have these kind of burnt orange brown ones that are also great, and they have that menswear kind of spotted front. And I have a pair of pointy toe black loafers which go with just about anything. Another fall fashion trend that I'm a huge fan of is dopamine dressing, which is basically just incorporating color, a lot of bold prints into your outfits. And I've tried to incorporate some color in this outfit, for instance, by putting on a green vibrant shirt with a yellow accessory, just kind of livening up the colors we typically wear in the fall and winter seasons. This shirt I found secondhand. It's very easy to find loose fitting shirts, and this is actually linen, so again, you can find really great quality fabrics at a fraction of the price. People tend to gravitate towards grays and blacks and navies around this time, but I feel like it's very uplifting to wear color, especially as the days get shorter and darker. It's just a kind of wonderful way to uplift our moods. Dopamine dressing is also about mixing colors that you wouldn't typically expect to be mixed together. So here's an outfit I put together mixing pink and green. And I saw other creators making these combinations and I was really inspired, so I tried it on my own. So I used a bright pink button-down dress. It's actually made out of like a corduroy terry cloth. I got it at a garage sale, and on top of it I layered just like a vibrant green cardigan, and I think the combination is unexpected and a lot of fun. If you like the idea of incorporating color into your outfits, but you're not comfortable yet throwing in like just a colorful top or pants, it's also easy to incorporate color by actually accessorizing in pops of color. So for instance, here's a bag that I really love. It's from the 80s. It's quilted and it just has a ton of color. So sometimes if I'm not in the mood to just completely be head to toe in color, I can just add this little accessory and then it just livens things up. Another fall fashion trend that I'm a huge fan of is Ballet Core. And though I don't see myself actually really wearing kind of a full Ballet Core outfit, I think there are some fundamental ideas that are really fun. So for instance, bows, incorporating bows into your hair, around your neck. Just for instance, I have just this cute little headband that's in the shape of a bow. I think Ballet Core. The influence of Ballet Core in the shoes that are popular right now. So the shoe that's really making waves these days is the Miu Miu ballet flats that just essentially are in that light pink that we associate with ballerinas. I love ballet flats, and I actually have a few Mary Janes that I think kind of fit the aesthetic. Let me show you. So these are some thrifted Mary Janes that kind of have that ballet aesthetic, though they're not in light pink, they're in navy blue and white, which are more colors that I tend to wear. I also have these Mary Janes in a burgundy red that kind of give that dancer ballet aesthetic without having to go towards light pink. Another aspect of Ballet Core that I think is a lot of fun are leg warmers. I haven't tried it myself, but here's some inspiration images. I think this will be really fun to try out for this season because it just adds another layer of warmth to your outfits. Another aspect of fall fashion that I really love is gravitating towards warmer fabrics like wool, cashmere, and incorporating those into what you wear. In keeping with the dopamine dressing aesthetic, I thrifted this really gorgeous mustard yellow wool skirt. Also, long skirts rather than mini skirts are a huge aspect of fall fashion. So this red and black wool skirt in plaid, that's a lot of fun to style. For chunky sweaters, there's this one that I love to wear. It's super warm and it just has a relaxed fit, so it's fun to just kind of bundle up. Along with wool and cashmere, I think knits are huge right now. So crochet, knitted sweaters. This is one that I thrifted in a super vibrant orange, and I think it's gonna look really nice styled on top of a white button-down shirt, and it'll just have, you know, the holes of the knit peeking through, and it'll look really great. Of course, this season is a great opportunity to wear a ton of different styles of jackets. This is a vintage 70s leather and faux fur jacket in what's known as the Penny Lane style. So it has these super luxurious cuffs as well as the fur trim at the collar. A lot of fun to wear, and it's a great alternative to the typical jackets made out of polyester, kind of nylon that a lot of people tend to wear in the winter. The jacket I have that has a fur trim as well as a fur cuff, And this one's in a bright red. So it's super fun to wear when it's winter because it just really stands out. As you can probably tell, I'm kind of a jacket collector because I really do feel like if I'm gonna have to be wearing jackets for months and months at a time, I do want to wear something that's colorful, that's fashionable, and that's fun to wear. Vintage jacket that I absolutely love in this gorgeous kind of brown and burnt orange tweed, and it's about the length of a trench coat. It's very heavy and very beautiful, and I think it looks great with like a pair of long satin gloves. And this concludes my overview of my personal favorites in 2022 when it comes to fall and winter fashion. Let me know in the comments if there's any that you really like that I didn't talk about. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.